protein bar. Do it. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 different ways that you can shorten the distance that you're pulling your deadlift, all 3 of which you should never do. Okay? Now, the first one is pulling with a rounded back. There are people that do this that are getting away with it right now. But you always want to pull with a flat back. You want to be basically so tight you're like a rubber band. Okay? You can barely get down and grab that bar, and you want to spring back up. Pulling with the rounded back does shorten the distance that you have to travel, but you're not tight, and you're going to risk disc herniation. If you herniate one of your discs, you're done. You can't go get a new body, you can't get a new spine, you're done. The second way to shorten your deadlift, which I don't recommend, is to pull with both hands supinated, palm out. Okay, now why does this work? Because when you turn your palms out, you rotate your shoulders back slightly, which shortens the distance that you have to pull. When you do pull with both hands supinated, as you know, when you're pulling with the regular alternate grip, it still has a supinated palm where the bicep tear occurs. Now you're risking both arms, okay? So that's the problem with that method of shortening your deadlift. I do not recommend it. The third method that has been used to shorten your deadlift movement is to hold your breath. Because when all your air is out, your shoulders are down, your diaphragm's down. When you have a lot of air in, your diaphragm's up, your shoulders are back. You have to pull. You can see that you have to pull farther. Now, the problem with that again is you can stroke out. You've got to have that blood, that oxygen flowing to your brain. And believe me, I've been in meets. In 2014, I was in a meet where I didn't breathe, and I started to black out. It's on pay-per-view, and it was the commentators even remarked about it. So it was very obvious to them. So it's as scary, and it can result in some. You don't always get away with it. It can result in an injury. Now I know that these 3 methods of shortening the deadlift are all over the internet right now, which what people don't realize, what the new lifters don't realize, is that these techniques were used from ignorance in the old days, in the 1940s. And we're beyond that now. We know not to do these things. So it's not anything new. It's something that we used to use, that we learned. It's risky. It's not worth it. There's a better way. We don't use these techniques anymore.